Okay, we're on the right hand front kingpin stub axle assembly now, and the idea of this whole rebuild, I'm going to pull the pieces apart, service all this, get this piece done, and hopefully when we get the front axle out, because we've got so much wear in through the centre of the axle, all that there, I'll end up with just the centre casting there, or the centre housing, and we'll decide how we go forward from there. So what we'll do to start with here is we'll pop the wheel bearing off, just to see. Oh, I showed you in another video I think, but see how that wants to go back to. You can see that rocking around trying to find a centre of its own. That little swing back and forth like that, that's telling us that the bearing's crook. So that's fine, we don't mind. So I'll just put the bar in there. 1/16" spanner here. I cracked this just before, just in case I got a tight one. There is a grease nipple in the end here that hasn't been done in who knows how long. Yeah, you just can't see the bloody thing. It's just a hole there. Well, it's not a hole, it's just a plug of dirt. So we know that hasn't been attended to, and we know the front bearings are crook. And I noticed the hub here is quite rusty inside. Because of the heavy cast centre and the plate there, it's been a captive place for a bit of moisture and a bit of dirt and things like that. So it'll be interesting to see in the factory whether they painted them or not. I can't sort of see paint, but perhaps there will be. Oh, come on, Gertie. Here we go. Oh, I've still got a bit of grease in. It's pretty, actually it's quite hard in there, but that's all right. Now, where's our split pin? I'll just pop off and get a bit of rag. We don't care if it gets all on the floor here, it's just trying to stay a little bit clean for the day. So it looks like the pin comes straight in and straight down. There's only one little bit of the pin folded over on that, but that's all right. I'll get my trusty King Chrome shifter. Probably 1.25" by the look of it. We have new kingpins, so the thread feels a bit funny here, but we don't need to worry. So we'll keep the washer and the nut and the cap. Now, I was wondering if I could show you the bearing wear. Look, I can't. I thought it would be worse than it is. There is a Now I don't know, see the mark on the bearing just over there. That's gone through the hardening. And at the back here, there's no hardening going through at the back, but we're chucking it anyway. No worries at all. Okay. So, sometimes you pull them off and these fall apart, so we'll just get rid of some of that grease. And the bearing can go down over there for the moment. I've got a little splinter in my hand now. Okay. Now we're going to drop the kingpin out. Now that movement there can be either the thrust washer here worn, or yeah, just this bell crank not put down far enough. Now you can see we do have quite a bit of movement there, so we're expecting the bushes to be toast. So we'll try and that's lovely. Look at that. No spring washer under here at all. That was a 15-16 socket there. Now I'll find a knockometer. And we'll just give this bolt a little bit of a help out. On the top of the kingpin you can see where someone's had a cold chisel or something like that in there. So if we clean around the top here a little. Clean out any rubbish in there. No, you had a possum pea. Okay, I might just try and take the tension off there myself. The thing will be, we can't bash it down through the centre there because there'll be a key there, you know, a woodruff key more than likely. So gee, I've got a little splinter just in there that's giving me the shits. Okay, I've got in there with the grind around the top there and taken that burr off that I could feel, and hopefully we have more of a chance of getting it off. Yeah, there we go, that's on its way. Seems to want to stick there. I was hoping to just hold a different sort of tension on it. Must still be some of the burr there. I'm just trying to see if it's looking even. I'll see if come on, Gertie. Feels like it's any time it's gonna let it go. There we go. Take that out, little mark there. Little slot through there, that's fine. All the rest looks good. Nothing much to worry about there. Now we have, I think that would be what's left of the felt. And we have a woodruff key up in here. I'm going to take the woodruff key out. And that should slide out for us. Must still be a little burr there because you can see the top of that there doesn't want to come out of the bush. They must still have a little burr, but look, that's not going to be much of a worry to us. We might bring a bar down and just punch from the top and punch it down through, and if the bush comes with us, well, that's one less job to do. The bush is, yeah, I think it's quite a thick bush on these from memory. Okay, we'll find something nice and long to go down in there. Right, this is a punch I made years ago. When I first got a lathe, I was looking for a job, so I let the apprentices all make one of these. And we'll get a better hammer, because we don't care if we damage it. And there you go. Didn't bring the bush out, bugger it. Yeah, the bush is still in. But yeah, that's the kingpin stub axle assembly. You can feel a little bit of wear here. Around the back's not too bad. And the bottom feels not too bad. Yeah, it does feel good. Now the thrust bearing, that may be where the wear is that was returning it back to centre. I'll see if that'll slide apart for us. There we go. There it is. Okay. I'll try and show you that. Now I got my hands dirty, won't be able to eat my lunch. And that there, my friends, is a worn thrust bearing. So what happens is a lot of tractors, they spend a lot of their life in the straight ahead position. So in the straight ahead position, it just wears back and forth and just changes a very little bit. So yeah, thrust bearings are certainly worth doing. I would imagine, if I can get this one off, and the top one's the same. You can just see the marks there. Okay, that's a good thing. All right, that'll do for this one. Popping the kingpin out, kingpin assembly out, and everything that was involved in it. The next step for this housing, I may try and pull the bushes out here, but I think if I undo the main axle out here, that gives me a chance of turning it upside down so I can hit down for each one, and it just lightens the axle a bit more, so yeah, from taking this piece here out. So we've got one hole out past here, that seems a pretty good width for it, so that's it. We'll we'll try and work along. I know with Sparex kingpin bearings, often you haven't got to ream them if you put them in and don't burr them. I'm hoping we don't have to ream this, but look, if we do, we do.